This is Banter Royale, guys. What you're going to witness here is 4 degen traders. We've got 69 minutes to do some crazy things. They're competing for a cash prize. We're going to have tons of fun here. Let's go. And what you can see in front of you, there's a hive of activity. Boys, the clock has started here and the timer is ticking along. So these 4 boys you see in front of you, we're going to chat to them now in a sec. But these 4 guys are all going to do some degen trading now on the GRVT Dex. And the highest P&L at the end of this show is going to be the winner. They're competing for a cash prize. And you can see they're looking a little bit nervous, a little bit edgy. And boys, the clock is now ticking. So we're going to start talking to these traders. And we're going to find out what they all about and things like that. And the minute one of you boys enters a position, long or short, what I want you to do is obviously let us know, because the audience over here might want to do some degenerate things with you boys. Okay, and let's get all the traders on here. Let's take a look at these guys and let's just see who we're dealing with here at the moment. Okay, let's get these guys on here. Okay, so top right, you guys might recognize the Pando. Welcome, sir.
Hello, sir.
Oh, he seems very, very calm today. Normally he's shouting and giggling and stuff. Are you a bit edgy here? How things looking
Doing
for
my
you,
breathing exercises. I'm not melting down inside. I'm not melting.
yet. Okay, and we've got Alex here, bottom left of your screen. Alex is the chart prime guru, the man behind a lot of the indicators you see us using on my Chart Hackers show Monday to Friday. And he's got a little bit of a degen scalping situation going on there. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, feeling a little bearish today, so see what happens.
Okay, and then if you're feeling bearish, we're going to send things down. And then bottom right of your screen, we got degen Dave. I mean, he's essentially the reigning champion of Banter Royale. I mean, this guy's an absolute killer. He's silent but violent. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, Davey, I mean, you are the champion. Are you going for another win today? Are you going to go easy on the boys?
Man, I'm just gonna trade the best I can. If I win, I lose. I mean, regardless, I'm excited to compete with all of these legends here.
And now look at this man in the middle of your screen. Okay, so what I did today, or what we did yesterday, was we went into the Chart Hackers Discord and we actually put it out to the community. We said, who's the most filthiest degen scalper available at the moment? Look at this man. He's so filthy. He's wearing a hoodie. He looks like he's about to rob a convenience store, but he's ready to go. Okay, the man is ready to go. And this is legend. Okay, so he's in the house here and he wants to take on the boys. And what we've said here is there's even a Chart Hackers bounty here for him. So if he manages to pull this off and beat our traders over here, he's going to win himself a big Bitfunded trading account as well. So he's got something extra to play for on top of the prize money for you guys. Okay, so let's get out some of the screens. I want to talk trading. I want to talk setups with you boys. And obviously we want to leave here with a couple of setups. We want to leave here with a clear winner, and we want the audience to participate a little bit as well. I'm getting a little bit edgy here. None of you boys have taken a trade. What is going on here?
Are we started?
I mean,
yeah, I'm
started,
taking
boys.
Trade. Yeah, I'm taking an ETH short.
All right.
Ethereum. We have a few things that are going on here. So Bitcoin looks like it's going to roll over, at least pull back. So this looks like a good spot to get into a starter short on.
Alex, you need to log into your trading account there. So I'm going to remove your screen, get into your account, get ready to do what you want to do there. Let me know when you go, and then we'll unveil the screen. Okay.
Yeah. I just shorted 50x.
okay.
No, we only tell the truth here. Eh? We only tell the truth. So we want to know what you got. Okay. Can I bring your screen back up here?
Straight up, I did. I'm not. Can you see it?
I can see your GRVT Dex screen at the moment, and it looks like it needs some kind of sign-in code. So I'm giving you the grace to get out of there quickly.
It must have frozen.
Okay, so take your screen off. Okay, so Legend, you were talking about shorting. You were talking about shorting Sol here. What are you in it already? Are you busy setting your order? Oh, there he is. Okay, he's locked in. Okay, the man's got a Sol short. It looks like a little rejection. I must say I got a bit of a cheat on this one because I saw Sol rejecting off that VWAP, and the Chart Hackers Discord is currently in a Solana short. So this is obviously an opportunity now for us to add to a little bit of this one. So we've got we've got the legend locked in on a short. Okay, can we see your position there? I can't see it there at the bottom, but I see he has entered. Okay, he's trying to get in there. Okay, Davey, bottom right of my screen. Davey, what is cooking over here, bro? What do you've got to buy in there?
Yeah, I'm longing Sahara. So it seems like a very bullish token with amazing fundamentals.
do you want to elaborate on that a little bit? What is this shitcoinery you're talking about?
Well, I was looking at the Gravity Casino, and it looks like they have this one here. Looks amazing. So dialing in on the 5-minute time frame, going for a degen long here. One of the things I saw was the anchored V went from the highs. It's kind of broke above that, fighting a little bit of a sell order here, but can't imagine how many people were trying to short this thing. So I'm going for a little scalp long here. We'll see how we go.
Okay, nice, man. Looking good. Okay, so two boys are locked in here. Oh, Alex is locked in here, top right as well. Alex, take us through what you have done here.
Yeah, I did 50x short on SOL. I'm seeing maybe a little bit more of a pump. We might get a retracement up to around 139, but all macro time frames are looking pretty bearish. On the hourly, we're overbought on the prime oscillator on the SOL. We're showing a massive wick, big wick energy coming from a 4-hour. I don't know. I'm just feeling bearish.
Okay, there you go. So we got two boys short SOL at the moment. Okay, I see Legend's got 2 positions open now. You guys and Dave's got 2 positions open. Who authorized this degeneracy? What's going on here, boys?
You did, our fearless leader. Yeah.
Panda, look at Panda. He's frantically hunting. He's hunting here. He's hunting hard.
I missed my entry on pump, so I canceled that limit, and I got a limit on giggles.
Okay, the boys are active.
Like
okay, so guys, I mean, community, you guys, a couple of trades here. If you want to take a look at some of these, look at that. SOL's falling over nicely so far. Lower time frame stuff. Alex has got a play running. We're just waiting on Panda.
I just closed for a little scalp.
I'm in now on giggles. I got just wanted this 15-minute candle to close, but I already opened like a little starter position. Looks like a sweep of previous week highs, and it looks like it's about to roll over on the shorter time frame. It's fairly bearish. The only thing I'm worried about is I got this huge order block up here. It's another 7% away. So I'm gonna use these wicks as my stop loss for now. Hopefully it rolls over from here. We don't get like a FU, another wick into this area, but yeah. So that's already open and in.
Okay, so the boys are running their shorts. I mean, there you go, guys. I mean, shall we just wrap it up just like that? Look at that. We got 4 trades running here. The boys so far looking good. David, basically counter trading the trend at the moment with the Sahara, and you can see why. That big chart out there. So looking interesting here, guys. Audience, who's going to win this? Let me know in the chats who you think or who you guys are backing at the moment here. Hardest, will you take a look at these chats here and see who's backing who for the win?
Get some music on, boss.
I'm trying to short *𝗠𝗆. Okay, it opened. Good. If anybody in the community knows, I love to short this token. It's been broken since 10:10.
I know why you like to short this, bro.
What's your beef with 𝗠𝗆, dude?
How much time do you have?
He got his first proper liquidation, and I'm talking a proper lickies on 𝗠𝗆.
Yeah. $13,500, like proper. Yeah. I would end that day $5,000 up, because after the shock of seeing it hit 50 cents, I think we talked about this. You got in at like 90 cents. I got in at like $1.10, Dave. And I only had $2,000 left in my account. Like, everything got blown up. And I basically 50x'd the SOL and 𝗠𝗆 long and ended the day $5,000 up in the month after losing about 30 grand.
Dude,
give or take.
that 10-10
Hey,
was
that's
such
crypto,
a
man.
rough moment. I was lying in bed, guys. I mean, I don't know. Some of you guys were able to see it. I was panic trading in bed, basically. It was midnight for me. It was a dark couple of hours, I'm not going to lie. I was max buying Sol at 170, and they wicked us down to like 140 or something. It was absolute full.
Yeah.
What
no,
is this
that was,
falling over here? Are you looking at pump rolling over here now? Legend.
Me.
Yeah. Panda too.
Yeah, I'm just
I have a short on it on one of my main accounts, and I'm trying to. I think I will actually. I think we can get a good little dump. We'll just see first if it bounces off the shelf and gives me a little bit of a better entry. Hopefully bounces here, rejects there, and then goes down, but we'll see.
Okay, now guys, what you're seeing here at the moment is these 4 degens. They're trading on the GRVT exchange, and they're trading a little mini competition here, but there is a competition available for all of the viewers here right now. There's a nice big prize for you guys, and it ends on the 12th of December. So you've got tons of time, and we've got a $15,000 prize pool for you guys. So what you need to do is you're going to go into the show description. I'm going to show you that in a sec. You're going to sign up to the GRVT exchange, and you're going to use the code Banter Royale, and you're going to enter yourself into this tournament, and you're going to be part of a $15,000 prize pool, and you've got yourself roughly 12 days to get involved and get a piece of the action. Okay, I'm going to bring up that screen for you guys in a sec, and once the boys have calmed down, once they've settled into their positions, we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at the market. I promised some of the Chart Hackers Discord members that I was going to go through a couple of these setups on the show. So we'll go through a few charts. We'll look at Bitcoin as well. And just a reminder for all the Chart Hackers Discord members, Dave and I do our Sunday banger later today in about 6 hours from now, 5 hours from now. We do our Sunday banger, and we tee up the week, and we give you guys tons of setups just to get you prepped and ready for the week ahead. So something to look forward to later as well. Boys, can I get a P&L update? The screen's a little bit short, a little bit small for me to see that far. Dave, where are you sitting at the moment? What's your current P&L?
Up $30.
$30 up. Legend, where are you, sir?
I'm up 30 cents.
That's it's better than down 30 cents, bro. Alex.
Yeah.
I'm up $87. I already closed my short scalp. I'm looking
Killer.
for another one.
The killer.
That was nice. Panda, where are you, bro?
I was up 95 cents, and now I am at 18. So we're getting there. It's one penny at a time, sir.
One cent at a time. Now, I mean, if I remember correctly, some of the best results were only about $200 to $300 up at the end of the 69 minutes. So, it's not like you have to absolutely shoot the lights out. Panda, you did say you're going for a one-hit wonder, and you happy to get lickies live if you need to. Is that still your strategy?
I am. I have that on the back burner for sure. So I'm like looking at some of these tokens that might do these mini like 4 or 5% pumps in one candle. So I'm hunting for those on the bubbles as well, because if that comes in, I'm just gonna go in full account 50x and just let 𝗙𝗘𝗔𝗧 take the wheel.
Full account 50x. Okay, the man's not shy. I mean, he's a little bit of he's known for his degeneracy in the Chart Hackers Discord. We call him the break shake in there, if anybody's wondering. When the market is cooking, he comes out, and he likes blowing things up to the upside. Okay, boys, so what I want to do here is I'm going to pull out some BTC. We're going to look at where we are on the lower time frame. We're going to try and give the guys just an understanding of where we are, over the next, say, 4 to 6 hours on the market. And then what I'd love to hear from some of you guys is if you've got any potential swing setups that you're looking at this week, so non-scalpy type setups, if you've got anything interesting, let's share some of those as well. So if you are looking at a couple of trades, let us know, and we can start bringing some of those up. Okay, let me get my BTC out here, and we just got to make sure I can get everyone's face on this thing. Let's see if we can get this thing going there. Okay, there we go. This is good stuff. Okay, so just in terms of a BTC update from my side, I track. I generally like to track the 2 hour on BTC, and it's given us a nice little picture as to where we are at the moment. Now, we've had quite a choppy weekend. And we've seen it in a ton of these altcoins, and I think you can see it in BTC as well. It's just been a lot of up, down. And right now, all we've got is that little reaction off our bull zone here at 90,400 that I was looking at. When was this? On Friday, we were looking for this move here. So yeah, pretty slow weekend in terms of Bitcoin action. And I think typical weekend move now, if we are going to get some kind of pump, you can see our oscillators are getting a little bit overcooked here to the upside. So if we are going to see some kind of late weekend pump here, my guess would be another shot at the 93 to 94K zone. So anywhere in that box again for the second visit, and then possibly some downside. So you'll probably find some kind of divergence print or something along those lines in that area. So 93, 94 is still going to be a big rejection zone for me, and this Asia session is going to be super interesting in the next couple of hours when the weekend is done, because we've seen things like gold and silver absolutely explode as well. I think silver is now pushing all-time highs, and we long the top of silver on the show. And yeah, I've been a little bit edgy about the silver trade, guys, because the market's been closed this weekend, and I'm wondering if it's going to come down and absolutely end me while I am sleeping. So that's going to be something interesting there for us. But right now, guys, in terms of BTC, 93, 94, that is my big rejection zone. Then in terms of support that we can watch at the moment, if this oscillator starts rolling over, you're going to be looking at things like 89.6, possible bounce over there, and then a little bit lower. I've actually got a bit of a banger here, this 88K region. Look at my VWAP creeping up here, and I've got a macro 382 in that zone. So this is actually our macro bull zone, that region over there, 88,300. So we're going to watch that. If we do get a little bit of pain here and the market makers are kind to us, we should see something along those lines during the course of tomorrow. So 88K, somewhere in that type of region. Boys, any updates here for me? Alex, you're looking very relaxed, bro. You're so deep in that chair, I can only see your nose at the moment. I mean, you obviously, that's a man in green traits, though. Must be.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm no sweat. I'm trying to catch a little tiny micro pump here before we go back down. So
I just opened a hype short. Hype's been has been hurting lately, and
Hype
so
has been pretty frustrating. There was a hype unlock this weekend, and everyone was waiting to see what the devs were going to do with the tokens, and they did actually lock up the bulk of it again, and we got a little pump, and I was looking for a little bit more out of hype, I must say. So we have dropped down onto an interesting zone here, and so you taking the short, are you in it now, Legend?
Yep, I'm in it now, and actually from all the positions I put, if you can see, it's actually 100 hype short. The boys are already up a healthy number, so maybe hype can take me to the promised land. We'll see.
Okay, P&L updates here. Davey, where are you, bro? What are you looking at?
I am at up $125.
Ooh.
Oh, Dave, like I said before,
we're in the Sahara, guys. I told you, great fundamentals. It's bullish as F. I mean, we're doing this.
what fundamentals is Sahara?
The Sahara is where I park my camels. Yeah,
guys,
seriously. Panda, don't you park your camels there too? I do.
But guys, you must know, every trader here is totally in it for the tech. Like, that's what we always look for, right out of the gates before we 50x something. Okay, so Sahara's looking good, 100 and something up. Alex, where are you sitting now, bro?
I'm still at 86. I'm just trying to catch a little tiny pump here before we head back down. So I'm long on Sol, very short time frame.
Okay, Panda.
I am flat. Minus $3.
Okay, minus $3. Legend.
There's not much volume on
up
these
$2.
little micro caps, so I might have to switch strategies here. Like, I don't see
Let me see.
much liquidity on. I might go with the top 10s and just increase my leverage. So
look, you guys have got time. There is no panic here. You've got 51 minutes, so as long as you get something going there towards the end, yeah, I think you're going to be good. PMG George says Panda must try Sapien. I don't know if you can get that on the Gravity Deck.
Yeah, I doubt it.
There, Panda. Imam says we must short XRP. I mean, I'm not against that at all. And for some reason, XRP is pretty strong at the moment. Up and running, says virtual is killing me. Guys, let's take a look at this virtual situation, because this was one of my win entries. So in the Chart Hackers Discord, every day after every show, I give a high conviction setup for these altcoins, and you can see this virtual has dropped into the entry zone, and they've literally played with our emotions the entire weekend here. So you know, the longer this thing builds up, the more interesting it's going to get, the more spicy it is going to get here. But yeah, we've been chopping around in this guy pretty much the entire weekend. It's been an absolute pain to watch that virtual float around there. So I am still sitting in virtual. The stop loss is a close under 9244. If you get your 1 hour candle close below there, it's going to be a cut time for me on virtual.
There you go, pump's playing out. Just following it up with the stop loss.
Alex is looking focused today. He's looking very focused.
I'm not sure why my 𝗏𝗏 order is not hitting. That's weird. It didn't pick up my order. Can you?
You gotta
Slide
drag it
the
around.
scale.
Yeah, remember,
gotta
just a
drag it
quick tip for everybody trading on GRVT Dex. Remember, your most success is going to be with limit orders. You don't want to hit market orders there because the spread can sometimes push you up a little bit too high or too low. So focus on.
Just did it to me.
My dude, can you take the money?
Bro, I told you,
Damn
you gotta go.
Gravity, can
You gotta
take
go
my money?
limit. You gotta
It's
go limit
moving.
orders here, boys.
Yeah, you have to, and you have to like slide it around. There we go. We're in.
There you
we're
go.
into
You
a
gotta
pump
hit. You gotta hit
short
those
now.
limit orders.
Take my
Okay.
money. Please take
Damn
my-
it.
I made a mistake,
trade.
and I tried the long soul, like to open up like a hedge for my short, and it closed half my short because I'm on cross combined. I didn't isolate them. I didn't enable hedge mode.
Couple of lessons here. So key lessons here, guys. GRVT Dex limit order. Remember, like, what's happening on GRVT Dex. So basically, what you can do there is, if you guys are trading on a regular exchange or whatever, open and do a few trades on the GRVT Dex, because what you're going to do is you're going to be farming for an airdrop. Now, you'll know what the guys did on Hyperliquid, on some of the other exchanges as well, where they managed to get these monster size airdrops. So if you are actively trading on GRVT, obviously the upside is that you're going to participate in that airdrop, and you're obviously going to get sent possibly some dollars there. Panda, it looks like you missed your order there, bro. The train has left
Dude,
the station.
I've been chasing it for like 0.6% now. It doesn't want to take my money. Take my money. Like it's the liquidity on 𝗏𝗏. All right, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna hunt for something else. Let's go.
Panda,
This
you're
is-
not
this is a
leaving
little
here
nice
without a
test.
trade, a big trade, or a liquidation. I'm just telling you.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let me look at
Dave,
these
the
bubbles.
silent assassin, guys, look at this man on the bottom right. I mean, he's so quiet, and he's just printing over here. What's your P&L there, sir?
Well, I'm holding it, and it's kind of floating between 50 and 150. I started a GIGGLE short. Not really doing too much there.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'd
still
imagine
riding that.
something
Looks like
soon.
it's gonna roll over there.
Sit-
Yeah, I think
sitting
I'm gonna
up
just
and-
market buy this.
Oh, Panda, I don't know about that, bro. Careful with that market. Bro.
Oh,
Careful with that market.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
homie.
okay. Look, I'm gonna put my. I'm willing to enter above the current price. Just take my-
Remember, it's the
Just
same way
go
again
for it,
now.
bro. Just go for
There
it.
we go.
There we go.
Come
He's
on.
in.
it should-
No, you're not in, bro.
No, I'm not,
You're not
though.
in. You gotta go. Drag that dial, bro.
You gotta drag it.
Drag it up more.
Yeah, pay a
like-
premium
Yeah.
at resistance. You literally long in the top now, bro. This thing
Dude,
is gonna go to zero.
This trade is over. This trade is over.
I'll see you at zero, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm in. I'm minus $2.
Okay, it's a good start. Let's see.
Come on. There we go. I got that pipe one in. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully that fixes the mistake.
All right.
It's kind of
Okay.
flat though. I'm not gonna lie. I think I need to add more margin to these.
Okay, guys in the chats, who is going to be your winner? You know the current stats. David is a sniff in front here. Alex is also cooking quite nicely. Who's going to win this one, guys? Let us know. Let us know.
Man, I would have been up before. So I gotta use limit orders.
Limit orders, bro.
Profits. Got it.
You gotta go limit. You gotta go limit.
Just waiting for a move.
Mia's backing Dave. I see JR's backing Dave here as well. Rogue says go long hype. There's a lot of guys calling on Dave for the win here. And Mr. Balor says Panda's going to win in the end. And I see 𝗬𝗏𝗔𝗧's in the house as well. 𝗬𝗏𝗔𝗧, who's going to win, bro? Up and running says DJ and Dave. Dave, no pressure, bro. Everybody's rooting for you there in the chats.
Does it count if I'm rooting for him too?
Well, that's a bit weird. I mean, but yeah.
I'll take it.
Hey, we're in a competition, but I want you to.
I want to.
Well, I lost you. Wait, I'm going to get my right screen up here. Okay, let's look at some charts here while we're waiting. Guys, if anything exciting happens, please obviously let us know so the audience can participate in some of these trades as well. If you make any changes. Guys, this is ASTER that we've been tracking. If you've been watching on the show, I gave this as a when entry probably, 4 or 5 days ago. We've been waiting for this ASTER, and finally it dropped into our zone. So hackers, just an update here for you. We did get our entry. This thing is starting to run for us here, and not holding my breath, just yet. We got to wait and see how BTC is going to behave for us, but so far we are locked in on that entry. So anyone who took these limit orders with me on 2-bit, we are cooking at the moment. So far so good. Shall we look at some Sol as well? Let's look at the bigger picture here on Sol, and you guys can see why Legend took that short there. Look at that. We've pumped into our VWAP from the highs. We've pumped into our rising trend, and this is a typical rejection zone here on Sol. Okay, so that might have been an easy trade here, possibly some more downside here for us on Sol. So just waiting patiently. If you guys are sitting in that Sol short, the bigger picture for you in terms of an exit play, you can look at, say, a close above 140.5, give or take. That looks pretty reasonable there from a degen basis to exit that one. So 140.5, you close above that, then possibly you are looking at a little bit more upside. Remember, if we start breaking through that VWAP there, this thing can get a little bit more aggressive. So just watch your sizing, obviously, on Sol. Relatively tight stop here for you guys at the moment. Okay, I see we've got 43 minutes left. So I think let's talk to some of the guys about their views on any particular setups they might have cooking at the moment, and maybe where you are on BTC. Now I know Dave loves a bit of BTC action. So Dave, where are you in terms of how are you feeling about Bitcoin like this coming week towards the end of the year? Is it all over? What are we looking at, bro?
I was looking for that bottom. I mean, I think a lot of us were looking for where is it going to bottom out. I know Michael Saylor has quite a bit. I think his break even's at 73, and I don't know. I just feel like the market makers are going to come after him. So long term, I think we're headed down for lower levels. But in the short term, it does feel like we're going to squeeze a bit. And I'd personally like to see a squeeze towards 97, 98, kind of take out all those late shorts and then kind of assess it from there. I mean, even a rally into the 100K, I think those are going to be great opportunities for some big shorts. So I think this weekend, based on the choppiness and like the constant 2 or 3% red, across the board for the most part, it does feel kind of trappy for the bears. I
think they've had their time in the sun. I think it's time. I mean, the liquidation heat map on the monthly looks insane. I mean, there's proper liquidity up to 109, 110 or something waiting there for us at the moment. So, Davey, a little bit of a rollover here. What's happening?
Just a little up, down. We're on the roller coaster here. Might need to cut this GIGGLE.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It's going for that.
It's sitting on the anchored VWAP right now, though, which is like the make or break from the all-time high there. So we'll see. I mean, who the hell would long the top right here?
top left, top left of your screen over there. I know somebody. Panda, just raise your hand there quickly. Panda, just put your hand up, bro. The man is the break shake. That's what he likes. He likes that short squeeze energy.
I know.
I'm looking for those. Some of the tokens are not on there, but yeah, there's a little. I think there's a little pop incoming into our rejection across the board. Look at H bar.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here.
I think I'm gonna cut my giggles.
Geez, guys, this virtual has absolutely punished me this weekend watching this thing chop.
Can we
up and
not
down.
talk about it?
Look at this.
I've added to my shorts across the board to better my entry. I am negative like $20 or so, but like the guys just said, I think this is just like a little pop into a dump, and maybe this can help me catch up to Dave and Alex.
Okay, there you go. Okay,
I think
so
I'm just gonna
Legends add-
chill and do a 50x Bitcoin towards like the last 3 minutes and see how that goes.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I want to see some more action out of the Panda. Yeah. I see Adil says, can we look at some hype? Yeah, we can look at hype. PMG George says, virtual pissed me off like hell, along with AIXBT. Look, this virtual's been frustrating. Like every time this thing started moving, FJ would drop in our private WhatsApp group, virtual's popping. And every time he dropped that message, it reversed. I think he did it 3 times. He did it 3 times this weekend. Let's look at some hype
It's just the thing with those ones, like once you know, it annoys you and you've been chopped in and out for like a week and a half, the moment you close it is when it absolutely rockets.
Always. Here's hype, guys. So short-term view on hype. There might be a little scalp brewing here at the moment. You can see my oscillator is starting to reverse. And obviously, when we see this reversal on the oscillator, we always get 2 options. Option 1 is the easy play where you see the reversal sign and they literally just send it up. Option 2 is the slightly more higher grade play where they want to print some bullish divergence. You see something along these lines on the oscillator. It prints a higher low for you, but at the same time, they drop the price to a new low. So just be careful in this area. Hackers, you did get this set up from me earlier today in the Discord. Possible little scalp coming here on hype. So 32.98 down to about 32.35. I would say close below 32.35. Probably want to jump out and then reassess where you are. But if it does drop today, if hype starts dropping over the next 3 or 4 hours, it's totally going to print bullish divergence here, and your next key level is going to be your bounce zone. So what you want to do then is, if this thing starts falling over, you just simply want to bang out your 618 and you want to see where that is, because we know we generally get reactions off that 618. So play your size accordingly. If we do drop a little bit lower during the course of the day, we're going to print bullish divergence, and then your next reaction zone, you might look something like this, a little wick down into 32, and then a short-term pump. Now, we don't necessarily have to look for new highs. We can keep it relatively simple here, and you're just going to chase your basic fibs to the upside. So whenever this thing bounces, all you want to do is just pull out your 382, you want to pull out your 0.5, your 618, and those can be your simple targets for some of these altcoins. So you can see here, there's a beautiful undercarriage here at the moment. So if we do get a pump, you'll probably pick up some kind of short, 34, 34.5 potentially there. Could be a good TP zone as well for hype traders. So look out there. The news was pretty bullish on hype, and obviously has now underperformed, so it remains to be seen what happens for the rest of the week, but we'll obviously be paying attention to this one on the show. You guys know I trade this one pretty regularly. Let's see who else is looking for things in the chats. Chaos says the tire is definitely going up or down. I can guarantee you that much. And JR's taking notes. He's like, up or down, done. Okay, so we know what he's looking for there. Thanks for that.
Which one first?
No, it's up or down, bro. It's up or down. Okay, boys, a little bit quiet here. Can we get a quick screen update here from you guys? Let's see what's going on. Okay, Panda, P&L, bro.
2 trades, -15 and -25. GIGGLE and 𝗀 GIGGLE
Legend?
decided to...
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades open. You guys brought me to be a DJ.
I told you he's a degen. I literally said, where's the filthiest degen? And they sent us one. Look at this.
There's 50x all of them. My hype is -$20. My soul short is up almost $50. Pump is up $12. BTC's just up $4. The 𝗬𝗆 short is just for like emotional support. But I'm not really looking for a whole lot for this. Just like, as I see 𝗬𝗆 go down, I get confidence to trade.
Look, Suri's been dark for me as well lately. It's been so rough. Dave, where you, bro?
That Sahara popped off there a bit, so I'm up to $200.
Filth, absolute filth. Are you still in it?
I'm still in it. I'm kind of wondering, are they going to go for more here, or because it's that value area high here? You guys can see on my chart.
So this is actually quite interesting. So what Dave and I have decided to do in the next it's in the next week. So I think we targeted December 4th. So it's this coming week. What Dave and I are going to do is a free workshop for you guys to learn some of Dave's scalping techniques. So we're going to jump on a Zoom together. It's going to be open to everybody that is tracking the Chart Hacker show. You're watching my show on the YouTube, and we are going to do this free workshop for you guys. It's going to be after my show on the 4th of December, and you're going to learn a couple of scalping techniques. So I'm going to share all the details with you guys either on my X, or you're going to find it on our Chart Hackers YouTube channel. You can catch me there, obviously Monday to Friday. We are doing that pretty much daily. Even on the weekends we get stuff going on. Let's get my screen out here. Let me just show the guys here. And remember, everything we're talking about on this show is under the show description. So you just go under the show there, you click on more, and you can see the gravity exchange, the gravity competition is there for you guys. Don't forget, you want to use the code Banter Royale and you can participate in the competition. Okay, so everything is there for you guys. You can see the Chart Hackers Discord is here as well. The accelerator course, if you want some indicators and things like that. This is one of our last days of our Black Friday deal that we are offering at the moment. And what else we got here? Chart Hackers is there, and obviously some other exchanges there for you guys. Now, Dave, you're a big Bitfunded trader as well. You got a couple of things. Going on. How many accounts are you working on at the moment, yeah?
I'm working on 3 times 6. Pretty much, I think like 16 of them right now. Got one funded, but
how big?
Yeah, I mean that's what's. They're all big ones, 100Ks and 150Ks.
Okay, so how many you got funded at the moment?
Just one.
What's your biggest withdrawal you've ever made?
9,000. 9,000. So trying to.
What was the
work
time
different
period?
angles.
The 9,000. That was like a week's trade. I'm just curious.
It was in Singapore. I started the account. I did the one-step challenge. They just came out with it. And then, yeah, so it was just, you had to wait that one period there, I think 5 days. You had to wait 24 hours for it to pass the audit. And then, yeah, the one then was funded. And then it was crazy. The 1010 wick, I was actually down $2,000 or something like that. And, it was like 6 p.m. my time, and all of a sudden I'm looking at the screen and freaking alerts after alert after alert. I'm seeing -50, -60, -70, and I'm like, should I long this? So I just like market long 𝗬𝗎 at 150, and then immediately saw it go to like 5,000 P&L, 10,000 P&L. I'm like, okay, so should I long some other stuff? So I like long virtual, long like fucking. There's like I think it was a near protocol. I just like long like 2 or 3 more, and I was just kind of freaking out. Like, okay, I'm up like 20K profit. I think I need to chill out. Yeah, I was like, should I long more? Hindsight 2020, I should have longed freaking everything.
That was a proper rough night. Well, well done. So, guys, Bitfunded, obviously, for those of you that don't know, Bitfunded is prop trading. So, essentially, you're trading with other people's money. So, what you do is you buy yourself a demo account and you show them that you can trade. There's a couple of ways you can show them that you can trade. Number one is you can get the 2-stage, or alternative, you can get the single-stage pass. But essentially, you can make 8%, 5%, and then they give you a real funded account with real money, and you keep 80% of the profits. Now, what you see in front of the screen at the moment is they're running a deal here. They're selling bundles here. If you buy 3, you get 6, and you get 50. Yeah, that's 50% off instantly. But the key here is 100% profit share. So instead of 80% profit, you're going to have 100% profit share from these guys. Legend, can you stop blowing into your mic, bro? It sounds like you're in a hurricane. Literally, I feel like I'm
so
in a
nervous.
tornado.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, he blew so hard, Alex is gone. Look at that.
It's pretty sunny.
He blew Alex away. Look at this.
I thought I was on mute. I was doing breathing exercises.
No, it was lovely. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. Thank you. Okay, let's get our screens up here again, boys. Let's see who's doing what, and then I want to hear some bigger time frame setups from you guys. I want to see what you guys have got cooking here. So let's have a quick update. Panda, where are you with your P&L?
-15, -12. But I do have a setup. They don't have Punky on Gravity, but I have a potential Punky breakout incoming like right now.
Did you just say I must long Punky?
Yes.
And then Giggles comes
Just
down.
open a burner because you're looking at about a 4% stop loss. It looks like, so long story short, it looks like it's swept previous week lows and Monday lows, and it claimed it, and it's breaking out on the 1 hour, as you can see. So this is usually an automatic long for me, something like this. And I actually just I just opened a little bit of a burner, and then on any pullbacks I'll be adding. And I'll just take this to the Monday high right here.
Okay, there was a recent delisting on Ponky, so yeah, maybe it's gonna get a little bit of action here. Okay, so Ponky, you like? Is this a higher time frame setup here?
This is on the 4 hour, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So any 2 hour to 4 hour closes under 0.0351, 0.0351, that invalidates the whole move. So this is basically you're betting on. Like, this is the bottom for Punky. So yeah, it's definitely a slow cooker for me, and we could take it up to a 15%. That's just to the Monday highs. Valhalla would be previous week highs, and you're looking at about a 30% move.
I like it when Panda says betting. I mean,
it's much more posture than saying I'm just gonna gamble on this token. So which one do I mean?
Don't you know, bro?
I would like to take an educated bet, sir.
Okay,
Anyways,
so
I just started one on BitGet.
Can we get a? Okay, so you long. So Ponky's still on BitGet, yeah? Is that what you're saying? Are we still good? It's not delisted.
No, is it? It's delisted on.
Okay, 28 minutes left, boys. Alex, P&L, sir?
$99.
10% up. 10% up in 30 minutes. Pretty good. Dave?
293.
He's so quiet about it. He's so quiet. He doesn't make a noise about it. He's like 30% up here in 30 minutes. Okay, very good. Legend?
I'm up about $50.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Boys are making money today. Boys are making money. Anyone in the audience, did you guys take some of these trades? Let us know. Let us know what trades you took. Who longed Sahara? I bet you these DGens longed Sahara there with you.
I mean, I think I told everybody about the fundamentals, and then everybody just started buying it.
I can't tell if he's joking or not.
That's why it pumped. See,
I'm
so
like-
you
you
advertised it, longed it, and it pumped. I don't know.
Has Dave changed the way he views things yet?
What a mastermind. That's a mastermind move. Talk about the fundamentals, get people to ape into it while you're at a long the top situation. I'm going to learn that at some point.
Yes.
Guys, shall we look at silver? Along the top of silver, I'm keen to hear, like, am I going to get rinsed when this Asia market opens? I'm stuck in a position at the moment. So are they going to dump this thing, or is silver going to churn higher? What do you guys think is going to happen here?
Silver.
Did you see the show on Friday? Gold and silver were absolutely exploding, but also the S&P was doing very nicely. Yeah, let's pull this S&P up.
I did kind of was kind of scanning through the chats. I think I saw Trader J post like some of the scam wakes on one of the exchanges for gold. I don't know what the heck was up with that.
The CME shut down. They had a mechanical issue. Okay, so they've literally Alex got a bit of a fright there, but yeah, CME shut down
When?
on
When
Friday.
was
Look what they did to gold here. Look at these wicks on gold. Look at that. Look at those wicks there. They absolutely rinsed, guys, on the lower time frame. And then silver, we went long, literally long the top here. My target for silvers is 59. I just hope these guys don't come and end me before we get to hit those types of levels.
They have say no fetch, no pipe. Okay.
What are you looking for there, Panda?
I was looking at fetch here. This cluster here looks like it's pushing, trying to claim previous week low, but it's not carried on on gravity. CAS could be something. Pushing to resistance could be a little bit of a pop.
This CAS is so annoying. We'd written it off as like 𝗙𝗆𝗃𝗀𝗧, and out of nowhere it just absolutely explodes again.
Yeah.
I'm actually very disappointed in this.
I'm just trying to hunt like the last, how we got 25 minutes left. Yeah, I'm just trying to scan through what could be a nice pop on the 5 minute and just kind of go like high leverage on that. But I need to make sure that it's on gravity.
I see Rule Boy says the wicks on gold licked me. There's a lot of guys long there. There's a lot of guys long silver here as well.
That was kind of crazy.
So guys, just
in the Discord community. Sorry,
yeah, carry on.
I was gonna be like, on Friday when the pump was happening, there's a couple of us that actually, we didn't just long the top with leverage, we actually longed the top by buying physical silver.
Did you like walk to a jewelry store, or did you actually buy it? Did you buy it?
Did you market buy at a jewelry store?
My stuff's in a vault, so it's just easy for me. I can just go and like buy it and they like partition it for me. But yeah. I think everybody's longing the top of silver. At least I hope they are, starting tomorrow.
Look, there should be, in theory, a monster squeeze because it's been hitting these levels for a very long time. So hopefully we're going to get a little bit more pumpy there if they squeeze those guys. So if anyone's interested in what is going on in our Chart Hackers Discord, let me show you guys what we've got cooking there at the moment. So three of the traders in front of you are part of the trading team, and obviously Legend of E is one of our DGen community members that is part of today's stream. But we've got, guys, we've got 8 traders in there. I think we got 8 traders. We're doing everything from gold, silver, NASDAQ, and some other stocks as well, to crypto stuff. Obviously, you know, our first love, all these shit coins as well. We're covering all of these things in the Chart Hackers Discord. Let me show you guys what we got cooking here in our Discord. So you can see here to the top, we've got our community area. This is our trading zone. So if you want some fast-paced, fast action setups and things like that, you're going to find it here in the trading zone. And the guys also share their setups. This is Jay and Panda's channel. They share their setups over there for you guys. So it's quite a fast moving chat, and sometimes they drop in their setups in here, and you can see they're trading tons of things there at the moment. We've got gold, we've got some forex stuff happening. I've got my channel where I give you guys the daily updates. Every day I give you updates as what I think's happening in the market, give you a breakdown as to what my thoughts are for the day, maybe for the week, etc. Then I've got the lower time frame stuff where we drop these slightly more degen plays on alts. I keep you guys updated as I'm going about trading these things and while they are moving. Then I've got the long-term stuff in my channel. So anybody who wants somebody to do all the homework for you, all the higher time frame levels, I prep these every single Monday. So if the market's ripping or if the market's dumping, all you need to do is go into my higher time frame section, and you're going to get high probability or high percentage reaction zones out of this section. Okay, so you can go into that section every Monday. It gets updated, and it's amazing what you can see happens in a week on some of these charts. And then I've got a stock section where I'm updating MicroStrategy, Coinbase, Nvidia, Tesla, those types of things. And then obviously the well-known now when entry, which we put together for people that are too busy or people that are a little bit overwhelmed with all the information that they get. At least they know they're going to get a trade set up every single day with an entry, a TP, a stop loss, and you can actually drop these setups and then just continue for the rest of your day. You can see here's this ASTER. We've waited absolute days for this thing. Finally hit our zone over here. You can see here's our 𝗙𝗆𝗏 short that we're currently running. That is now hit TP1. And let's see what else we got here. I mean, there's ASTER. We were talking about this, felt like a decade ago. What else we got here? Let's go. There's, look how long we waited for this 𝗙𝗏 to get into the area. So it's a nice set and forget situation for you guys. with all these setups, and that is obviously in the Chart Hackers Discord. And then obviously there's Chaos, there's DJ and Dave's channel, and we've got the Chart Prime section. All the indicator stuff and that amazing Chart Prime team as well are operating there in the Discord there for us, doing their magical things. So big thanks to Alex, obviously, for all of that stuff. Okay, let's get 20 minutes remaining, boys. We're getting to that time where you might have to start ramping shit up here, just to really start, you know, getting things going here.
Yeah.
Legend, you in that hurricane again there, bro. Every time he takes a trade, he panic breathes. Like,
Hurricane legend.
okay, Alex, P&L update, sir.
Still sitting around $99. I'm in a long. I don't know. I think we're gonna double top here before we head down. So that's what I'm betting on.
Okay, Dave, how are you looking?
Up 219. Fully closed the Sahara and started an ENA long.
Jeez, the man's active. Eh? He's like 219 is not enough. He's like, no, he wants more. He wants more. So he's long ENA. Panda, where you, bro?
I am in the red, and I just longed the top of Mon. So I am minus, I think overall, minus 40.
Okay, Legend.
I'm just taking profit. The market's kind of reversing. I'm up about, I'll double check, but I'm up about 55.
Okay, 55 up. I mean, that's pretty good. Boys are all green. Little Sunday afternoon action. That's nice. Look at Panda. He's into Banter Bubbles here. Are you watching it on the 1 hour there, bro?
15.
15.
I'm on the 15 because I'm about to go for the Hail Mary. Just looking for the right bet, if you will.
You make us sound like DJs when you say bet, bro. Okay, community, do you want us to look at trades? Do you want us to look at some charts here, guys? If you want Alex to take a look, or you want Panda, or you want Dave, or myself to take a look at some charts here, let's just let us know in the chats what you want us to look at, and let's see what we can put together for you guys. So just let us know what tokens you want us to check, and we'll see what we can do here. We'll get our traders onto it. Ooh, this H looks interesting, Panda.
Yeah, it still needs to just pull back just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. But I'm looking on the 5 minutes, by the way, so this could be something here.
Here's an interesting one. Mooding. Panda, you look at that thing sometimes. Why don't you look at Mooding for us there? That's a request from the Troll Coaster. He wants some Mooding action. And let's get one for Dave. Okay, let's see who wants Dave to look at something here. There's a request for Marvia. There's a request for IMX. Dave, IMX or Marvia? You want to take a look at that?
Yeah, just tell me which ones, or if you want me to do both. Or
let's go IMX, and then I want Alex to do some of his indicator magic on something. Yeah, let's go ZEC. Alex, hit us with some Zcash, bro.
Quick question. I'm assuming we can't hedge on this exchange, or can we?
Well, not the same token. I think you have to open it. Legend had that problem just now. I think it's a setting. So if you go into settings,
all right.
I think if you go into settings,
cross.
Yeah.
You can't come off cross. I think you have to, like you're saying, go to settings.
Okay, so Alex, when you've done your admin there on the exchange, when you've panic closed or whatever you need to do, he's looking upset. He's not looking happy here. Okay, so do your admin, and then can you look at Zcash for us? I want to see what our indicators are telling us there. Can you look at it on like a 4 hour, 8 hour time frame? That would be pretty good for me.
All right, so where is it? No, whatever, it's too late.
So I keep looking at tokens that are about to pop, and then they're not on Gravity, so I pop on other tokens that are there, and then by the time I get back, they are on Gravity, but they're already pumped. So I'm like this cast, dude. I'm like, I'm ready,
bro.
Dude, I am so ready to enter this, and then it's not on.
Are we longing the top of this cast? I mean, it's looking bullish.
I know.
Yeah, what happened to cast? Like, was there some fundamental stuff that I missed?
I think they updated their white paper. I don't know, man. All I know is They're holding. It's really holding.
They pivoted, bro. They pivoted. What did they go with? AI or fucking privacy?
They're AI now. Privacy token.
If you pivoted privacy, then you got a 10% pump at least. Okay, Dave. Let's see IMX here, bro. So gaming narrative, guys. Is IMX still a thing? I actually wonder if this thing's got any.
Yeah, this is insane, but it is at the 10.10.786. Interestingly enough, and it's pretty much at all-time low territories, like literally the all-time low. Kind of suspects, like it almost feels like there's going to be some kind of wick here and then maybe some buyback here. So I do think it's coming soon. Let's check the oscillators. I mean, we've got spider webs on the daily. That looks good. So there is some kind of reversal coming. I just would like to maybe do a bit of research and make sure that these guys are not pulling a Cadena.
RPs says, what does 10.10.786 mean? Well, on the 10th of October, everyone got lickied. Okay, anyone that was in 2x leverage got absolutely ended, and we've given it a name, and the name is 10.10. So it's a 786 fib pool from that wick low. Believe it or not, we've come in and filled these wicks on a lot of these tokens, which at the time didn't look possible.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, taking a fib from the lowest part of the wick here at 21 cents to the bearish retest, you can see how the 786 fib is here. And you know, like if it is still a thing, you know, we saw things like E&A rip off the 10.10.786 here, right? So that's kind of, you know, which ones haven't taken off yet kind of thing. So I do like this daily. I think it's worth low leverage laddering into this. You know, if they're going to take us darker here, I don't know how much, you know, another 20% here towards the wick. But yeah, I'd bet on some kind of bounce here at, you know, very soon, as long as it's still a thing. So I do like it. The 1 hour time frame printed a bullish divergence here at the price action or price level that we're at now. And then, yeah, daily checks off for me here.
So possible dip and then some more upside on this IMX. Okay.
I mean, it's a nice one now because it's at the 786. So you could even enter the trade with a, you know, 3% stop loss, and that 3% stop loss will be a level that it hasn't reached since the 1010 wick. But you know, I do like this setup though. So nice request here. I definitely will add this to the watch list. If we can really break out of this, yeah, it's a 44% move to the 50-day moving average.
So we'll cover it on our Sunday banger tonight for the Chart Hackers Discord. So yeah, we'll look at that in detail. Alex, have you done your admin there, bro? Can we look at some Zcash there?
Yeah, Zcash.
Yeah, I'm keen to hear your view on it.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah, just switch out, or you can drag over whatever you got there, if that works for you.
Okay, sounds good. Zcash long term?
Yeah, like a 4-8 hours situation.
Okay.
Panda, have you taken trades,
3
bro?
minutes.
I'm looking. It doesn't have it.
He's still hunting.
I opened a short on 𝗬𝗲𝗢, small 10x. It looks like on the shorter time frame, like for a scalp, it just lost a shelf over here, and I'm hoping that it rejects off here and goes down. I'm hoping this is just a little fake out, but we'll see.
There's a question from Hutch. He says, what time is the Sunday banger? It's in exactly 3 hours from now on the Chart Hackers Discord. So we obviously drop a Zoom link for there, and all the members then jump in on a Zoom, and Dave and I cover the week ahead. Okay. Alex, how are you looking there?
I am coming in. Let's see. Share.
I mean, Panda, is this standard practice, the way you frantically pump through charts hunting for setups here? I'm seeing like my screen's getting blurred here, right?
I got like 6 or 7 setups that were ready, but they're not on gravity. So now I'm looking for setups that can be on gravity, and I think I'm just gonna do my full clip on fart. Might be fart.
Yeah.
11 minutes, bro.
Or
11 minutes to go.
I mean, all in on fart. That kind of, I think that's poetic, whether you beat us or not.
I mean, it's whatever that's on. It's on gravity at this point.
Alex, I can't see your screen, bro. I just got a big bang there.
I'm gonna join you on this fart short. It actually looks good, and I don't want to let
fart
you.
Short.
Yeah. So guys, while we're waiting for Alex, the boys are jumping into a fart short. A short, it seems like. Okay, a fart short. But in terms of 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃's channel, guys, if this is the first time you're seeing us and you're like, what is going on here? Well, here's the 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃's YouTube channel. This is where you can find us, so jump in there. And we are here pretty much 7 days a week. There's something going on the 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃s. And you can see Dave does a swing trading show every Thursday as well. So he's got the last show there that you can see in front of you. But we are pretty much Monday to... generally trade Saturday, some live trading as well, and Sunday action. Okay. Okay, Alex, how are we looking here? Okay, let's get a full analysis here using our magic indicators. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking bearish AF, in my opinion. We got the money flow, which is in the red solidly. We have some divergences, some very feeble divergence attempts, which are failing. You can see this green diamond right here. This is usually a strong indication of a reversal. You can see the red diamond up here really just played out, right? So all of the bullish TA is just not doing well. So I am not really, I could see this coming all the way down to the VWAP down here around 269. If Bitcoin keeps on dumping
Look, it's
away.
looking rough these days, but it was a big front runner, that guy. And I mean, we were questioning if the trade was over or not. Tried to catch that bounce the other day. All they gave us was a 7%er, and now it's done. Look at that. Quantum Reactor lost.
Exactly. We're under the dynamic and the quantum. We're getting all these bullish attempts, and nothing's happening. So although Bitcoin, interestingly, is, I feel like, would have reversed quite a bit. Like, let's see, let's go to it. I feel like Bitcoin normally, if we were super bearish, this would have been a continuation all the way down. But I feel like Bitcoin's kind of in like honey badger mode right now, until I think Dave was mentioning around 98K. I'm thinking 98K as well. Is
nice. Can you tell everyone what a honey badger is, bro?
A very native animal that just give up. It's bears and try to attack it.
Okay, we've lost Alex a little bit there. We're gonna get him back now. He's just frozen again. Maybe it was Legend blowing into his mic again, blowing Alex away, bro.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's breaking up a bit. Let's let it reset here, and then we're gonna jump back to you now in a sec. Let's just let your internet buffer or whatever's going on there. I don't know what they do from those satellites up there.
If I can't out trade him, Dylan, I might as well huff and puff and blow him away.
You literally, every time you blow there, he starts moving. Dave, what's going on here? You got some giggle there, bro. What time frame?
Yeah, I saw this is the 1 minute. And yeah, it's a little bit of profits now, so I'm making some of it back when I cut it. So I cut it at a $90 loss there. So recovered a little bit there.
Okay. Still hoping it falls over. We got
anchored V went from this new high here. So it's below it now. So I'd suspect red candle incoming.
We've got 6 minutes 50 seconds left, boys. If you want to make a move, now is your time to make the move. Okay, now if you want to do some absolutely dumb shit, now is probably your time. You've got 6 minutes to get this going. Maybe come from behind there, Panda.
Hype just turned around on me, and we'll see. Hopefully it rejects here at my line, but Hype just completely turned around on me and like ate basically most of my stuff. So hopefully Bitcoin takes a rejection and Hype just goes back down, and we should be good.
Okay, so you're still riding that Hype short, Panda? You got?
I'm going 5K on H-bar.
Okay, 5K,
If it
5K
takes
long.
my
Eh?
order. Yeah, if it takes my order, please take my order. Please take my fucking order.
You got to wiggle it around. When I play on Gravity, I wiggle it around and then I let it go, and
wiggling
eventually
it around,
it
man.
eventually takes
I
it.
am.
You got to be gentle. You got to be gentle.
I'm doing some wiggles.
Mr. Bello says hype is strong, don't short it. Look, I'm a bit of a hype fanboy, and you know, we got that nice bullish news yesterday, and it pumped a few percent, and now they've come and dropped it again. So, yeah, I mean, I like to think hype has still got some power. We know if the market picks up, hype's going to do nicely. Hype's going to carry on doing its thing. Remember, they're making tons of money when the traders are all back and the market's nice and bullish. Hype is absolutely printing. So, yeah, definitely a good long play. And anyone who wants to do some hype spot situations and stuff like that, there's a nice entry zone here, 32, and then a little bit lower down, there's a nice region on this hype, even at like 29.5, 30, probably like a nice area to sniff around there. If this market is going to start ripping, you're going to get some reward there from hype.
I can't even long 𝗬𝗆. I mean, I hate this thing, and I can't even long it right now. Like, it's like, who made this token? I don't understand.
Why can't you long it,
Where
bro?
is this
Are
thing
you
from?
allergic? What's wrong? You just refuse.
I don't. Maybe it doesn't even identify it as a crypto. Maybe it
All
thinks
right.
it's gold.
All right. Is this?
Alex, are you here, bro? Are you here? He's still a little bit jammed there.
Can you hear me?
It's fluctuating a little bit. We're gonna get you back. So you can pull up your gravity charts again. And guys, 4 minutes left, boys. You got to make your moves now.
Yeah. All right. I'm full clipping Mon. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Mon.
Three minutes, boys. Okay, quick update, Panda.
I went 5K on Mon, and still down $20 on GIGGLE.
Okay, and your total P&L right now with 3 minutes to go. What are you looking at?
Where does it show?
Top right.
Top.
There, you started with
Right.
1,000. How much do you have in your account right now?
Yeah, I should say on the bottom right there, equity.
On the bottom right, equity 976.
Okay. Alex.
I got
3 minutes
fucking
to-
rinsed on this.
Let's go.
I
Let's go,
didn't know
Mon.
you couldn't hedge, man. I was off, and then I just got rinsed.
I told you
I
that
don't know what
happened to me on
happened,
hype
dude.
at
I
the
was
beginning.
green.
No, Alex, you're right. Like honestly,
Yeah, okay,
that
but for
really
real,
set me back.
Like this
for
is
real.
like I might even
That happened to
close
me
my my other trades to go in on this Mon. Like 2 minutes left. Come
2
on.
minutes, boys.
Like this little pop.
Okay,
I
so
will do
Alex,
that,
what
yeah.
is your P&L? What is your current?
I'm at. Hold on. I think
Your
I'm at
current
like
balance.
962. No, 970.
Okay, 970. Legend, what is your current balance?
960.
Oh, I mean, Dave, the silent assassin here, bottom right, looks like he's going to
Hype
take
is
this.
murdering me.
Dave, what is your current account equity?
1246.
He's a sicko. He's an
we go.
absolute sicko. Okay, guys, remember, we got the scalping workshop with DJ and Dave coming up. It's going to be free. You got to watch my show on the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Discord, and you will get all the details as to how we are going to do this. Okay, so 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 you guys for that. You're going to get some sculpting lessons from the degen. He's the silent assassin. Not a man of many words, but a man of many P&Ls. I like it.
The pressure's on. I see.
I mean, Dave, if I was you, bro, you've got the win here. You're gonna win the cash prize here. I mean, you might as well lock these things up.
I'm like still trying to long 𝗬𝗰𝗍, and all I hear is Panda's like, "Can you please take my stop loss?"
Can you please take my stop loss? No, I just wicked in there. Okay. I still got 𝗬𝗰𝗍. 1 minute left. I'm trying to put the full clip in this. Oh, did it not close my 𝗐𝗍 either? I did put a stop loss on it. Oh yeah, there it goes. Can you take my stop loss?
I know.
Getting
It's just it's hard to close this GIGGLE, man. Because what if this is the top?
Okay, well, my 𝗐𝗍 is bouncing now, but I wanted it to stop. Take my stop loss. Come here.
How big is your GIGGLE size here, Dave?
Not crazy. It's just a $4,000 position.
Are you long or short?
Short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
It looks like
30
it's
seconds
flipping
left.
pretty high, man.
This is it, boys.
I wanted to long 𝗬𝗰𝗍, and just by habit I shorted it. Honestly.
I like that. I like that. He's hitting the wrong buttons because he hates it so much. Okay. As I says, Dave, are you still long APT? We'll cover that one in the Sunday Banger in the 𝗙𝗔𝗔𝗃 Discord tonight. We'll cover all of these things for you guys. We'll make sure you have you are teed up. Any surprises for tonight for the hackers, Dave? Any big setups you've been watching this weekend?
I mean, there's a couple that I found here. Just
time is up. Sorry, boys. Time is up.
show.
Close these positions. Time is up. We got to decide it. We got to see our final results here. Don't market close, bro. Oof. Did you just market close?
Almost did.
No, it's not taking my stop loss, man.
Time is up, boys. Time is up. Okay, let's have our final tally here. Let's go. Panda, what is your final balance in your account? You got to close those positions, bro. You're in tons of positions.
Equity
there.
is 992.38.
Are you closing?
It won't
your
let me
positions?
close.
Dude, it's not taking my stop losses. I
yeah,
swear to
you
you.
gotta
Look.
just wait it out.
Here, take my
Okay.
stop loss. It doesn't want to.
Panda 992. Legend, what is your number right now?
No, 998.
Legend.
I got murdered. I'm at like 930. Oh, there, it's closing. Now, wow. Okay, I just went. Okay, I'm at 920.
Okay, 920.
Wow.
Alex.
Wow.
950.
950. Dave, once again, my friend. I think that's 3 wins out of 4 Banter Royales. Is that correct, Dave?
So I won 3, lost 1, and then so it's 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. I mean, that is a 80% hit rate. 80% of the time, he wins every time. Think about that. Okay, so that is good result there. Boys, thank you. Well done to everybody. Let's get the guys up. And obviously, guys, just a reminder, we do this every single day on the Chart Hackers Discord. But this is the Banter Royale. So this is going to turn into a massive thing here. And competitive trading, all sorts of things. We're going to have tons of fun. So don't miss the next Banter Royale, probably coming up this coming Friday. Boys, my team and Legend, well done. Your first exposure in your hoodie. Eh? Just be nice at that convenience store, bro, when you go there later. Okay.
I heard they
boys.
have dollar bills.
Okay, so big well done to Dave again. He's won himself $5,000. What an absolute banger.
Congrats,
there
brother.
for Dave. So well done, bro. And guys, yeah, we'll catch you again at the next Banter Royale. See you guys later.
All right.
Later, guys.
Do I hang up now?
We